Hello fam, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be sharing a story while I cook egusi soup. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Now this story is about individual strength, capacity and ability. I'm not sharing it to ridicule anyone or make anyone feel less of themselves. This story is one you can learn from, especially if you are finding yourself on a similar path. So I remember vividly, right after secondary school, few years ago. In fact, let's be honest. If you ask any child, what do you want to be when you are grown? What do you want to become? You hear majority of the children say they want to be a medical doctor, they want to be a pilot, they want to be a nurse. You keep hearing big professions. So I was one of those children. I wanted to be a medical doctor. I had big dreams and yeah, I wanted to be a medical doctor. Not just any doctor, in fact, a gynecologist. I loved the idea of caring for women, bringing life into the world. It really inspired me. But then I got to secondary school. In fact, let's start from primary school. Primary school was not really easy for me. I found out that I was an average student. I will not say I am a dull student, no. The thing is that if I read, I understand and I'm able to write well. But the problem is that I do not like to read most of the time. So it really affected me. So after my WAEC and after my NECO, what next was JAM. And I was like, okay, yes, medicine, this is what I want to do. I wrote JAM, I did well, and it was time for post-UME. I wrote my post-UME. It wasn't so well, and I did not get to the school's cutoff mark. And I was like, what am I going to do now? My parents were asking me, so Juanita, what are you going to do now? What will you do? I was like, it's medicine, or it must be medicine. If it's not medicine, I'm not doing. And I have parents that are very supportive. They are not dictators that their way is final, that no, you must do this or you must do that. No, they would just like advise. They would want to lead you in the right path, just advise you, and they will also want you to make your own personal decision. So they were like, so Juanita, what is it? What are you going to do? I was like, oh no, I'll write JAM. I'll write JAM next year. The thing is that I did not weigh my options very well. I just concluded that it is medicine or nothing. And I had the chance to get nursing because I was able to get that cutoff mark. But no, I insisted that it must be medicine. And so what happened? The next year, I registered for JAM. I sat for the exams and I wrote JAM. Would you believe that my JAM score reduced from the one I scored the previous year? When I wrote post-UME, everything dropped. And I was like, how? Why? The thing is that I did not weigh my options very well. I knew for a fact that I was a student, an average student, by the way, and I don't like to read that much. And this time now, I'm not even in school environment that, okay, I'm still learning something. Maybe I'm writing WAEC or writing NECO that will maybe prompt me or push me enough to read. I said, no, I will still write. And I wrote, and I was like, so what am I going to do now? So my mom was like, so what are you going to do now? And the thing that just came to my mind is like, I would have listened to my parents. I would have listened to them when they said, go for another thing now. It must not be medicine. Go for another thing. I said no. And I was now like in a dilemma. Last year, I refused nursing. And this year now, my cutoff mark did not even reach nursing. So what am I going to do? I was so bothered. I was so worried. I was scared. I said, God, what am I going to do? Well, to cut the long story short, this is 5 years later and I've not entered school. Stay for part 2.